Fellow landlords, many of you have been making this single mistake, and this single mistake has cost you thousands over the years. And the single mistake is, when the tenants pay you rent for today, you're applying it to the rent that they owe today, and not to the rent that they owe yesterday. Why not do that? You might say, Matt, well, they're paying now, I'll apply to April of 2022. But yet, landlords, they owe you rent from June of 2021 going forward. So they're making sporadic payments to you, and you're applying it to the month that they're paying now, rather than the month of rent that they owe you prior. So when they make a payment in April and they owe you in June, you apply it to June of 21, whatever month that may be. And until the payments that they make to you satisfies the farthest month due, and then you do that subsequently for every month until they're caught up. Now, how is this costing you thousands? When you take the tenants to court for eviction because of that behavior and not paying the rent in full and owing you back rent, what will happen is agencies like the Legal Aid Society in New York and similar organizations across the United States will move to have the amount of rent that is due 6 months past. They will move to have that removed from the judgment and your petition papers to get the tenant evicted. Now you might say, well, Matt, why? 6 months past due is still due. Here in New York State, as I'm sure in other states, they have what's called the stale rent clause. There's a formal term to that, but for today's lesson, it is stale rent. Anytime a tenant owes rent 6 months prior, the court can look at that and call it stale rent. So if you're in December of 21 and they owe you January, February of 21, anything 6 months prior from the date that you file past that 6 months, the court can say that stale rent, we can't give it to you. So now you can be out 6 months worth of rent, $1,000 a month. There goes $6,000 bye-bye in your judgment because the courts determined that to be stale rent. That is why when the tenants pay you rent, you apply to the farthest amount so that this monster does not come to attack you in court and you lose all of that money. Now you might say, well, Matt, how can we avoid that? Well, that's one way. Another way is that you consistently have your tenant serve notices, either by a process server, an attorney, or yourself, that you are indicating that you want the money that is owed to you. Please give me the money that you owe me. Please give me the money that you owe me. Please give me the money that you owe me. When it goes to court, if you can show that you have actively tried to recover the back rent that is owed to you, then the court should not be dismissing that aspect of your petition to show that they owe you $5,000 or $6,000 6 months prior. You should be able to get a judgment for that. One of the other reasons that you have to look at, one of the other things you have to look at, as we alluded to in a previous video, is that what is happening now, in particular in New York State, is that when tenants are paying the rent now, and they're paying February, March, April of 2022, they owe you rent from December, November of 21, 2020. If you do not apply that money to the back rent prior to January of 2022, then the courts will only give you a judgment for that back rent, but not the warrant of eviction. Because here in New York, the Tenant Safe Harbor Act is still in effect. It might be for a very long time. We alluded that to in a previous video that we will share, that you will be able to click on at the end of this video. So landlords, like we said, when a tenant pays you the rent, apply it to the farthest amount back that they owe you, so you can avoid losing thousands of dollars in the judgment that these tenants owe you. Landlords, as you know, we are here for you. We are here with you. We ask that you subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you will be made aware of future videos. Leave comments below. And of course, share this video and our channel with other landlords so that they too can learn to be a better landlord. Until then, take care.